This copper pot took one craftsman nearly a week to make, entirely by hand. This one took a factory less than 30 seconds. And once you see the difference up close, you'll understand exactly why nobody makes them the old way anymore, and why maybe they should. Look at this surface. Every single dimple was placed by hand, one hammer strike at a time. No two pots are ever exactly alike. This is one of the last Dinandars, traditional coppersmiths still working in his region. He's been hammering copper since he was 12 years old. It starts as a flat, plain sheet of raw copper. Nothing special to look at yet. The sheet is heated over an open flame until it softens enough to be shaped, a process called annealing, repeated many times throughout the process. Then comes the hammer. Each strike slowly curves the flat sheet into a rounded form, a skill that takes years to control precisely. Watch the rhythm. Strike, rotate, strike again. Thousands of precise hammer strikes go into a single pot, each one slightly overlapping the last. Slowly, the flat sheet curves into a rounded vessel, the shape emerging entirely by feel, with no mold or mechanical press involved. As the metal hardens from hammering, it's reheated again and again, a slow back and forth between fire and hammer that can take days for a single piece. Once the shape is right, a finer hammer smooths and refines the surface, creating that signature dimpled texture collectors look for. Before it can touch food, the inside gets lined with molten tin, a step that protects against copper's natural reaction with acidic ingredients. A final polish brings out the warm glow copper is known for, the last step before the piece is finally complete. And here it is, finished. Every dimple, every curve, shaped entirely by one person's hands over the course of a week. Now here's the modern version. Mass-produced, stamped from a single sheet of aluminum in a factory press, finished in under a minute. Side by side, the difference is impossible to miss. One glows with texture and warmth. The other looks exactly like 1,000 others just like it. It's not hard to see why factories won. Speed, cost, consistency. A copper pot like this can cost 10 times more than its aluminum replacement. But something gets lost in that trade. Copper distributes heat more evenly, lasts for generations if cared for, and carries a story the mass-produced version simply never will. He says fewer people ask for his work every year. Most buyers just want something cheap and fast. But the ones who do come back, keep coming back for life. You can still find hand-hammered copperware in a handful of workshops and old bazaars, quietly waiting for people willing to pay for the difference. This is just one lost art still hanging on by a thread. Follow along as we track down more crafts the modern world left behind, and the people still refusing to let them disappear.